What's up, y'all? So I heard you say you wanted to get in real estate. So I just wanted to go over an amortization chart for you. So this amortization schedule is the amount of time that it's gonna take you to pay off a mortgage. So let's say your mortgage, in the example I used in my post, the mortgage was $467,000, $500,000. So over 30 years, how long will it take? What will the schedule look like that I'm paying off this loan? So every month I make a payment. I make a payment towards my principal, and I make a payment towards the interest on the principal. The principal is the number I owe, $467,000 in this case. So that's the principal. Your interest is whatever number, the interest rate, whatever that is, times what the payment is. So in this case, my interest rate was 9%. That's high, but it's an investment, so it really don't affect me because I'm not paying it. Tenants are paying that, so that's what I get out of it. Like a lot of people worry about the interest rate. It does matter, but when you're doing investment properties, it's just how you want to do your investment. So it's at a 9% interest rate. So on $467,000, I'm paying 9% a year. So that's almost $40,000 every year just in interest that I'm paying. That's not going towards the 467 I owe. It's just going towards interest. He let me borrow all of this money. Now I have to pay interest every year. So when you're looking at your amortization schedule, it's going to have principal and it's going to have interest. So every month you're paying something towards the principal, something towards the interest, right? So over time, you're going to start paying down that principal. Since the number is so big, 400,000, since that's so big, the interest is eating up most of your payment. The payment is, let's say $6,000. So I'm paying $6,000, but most of it is going towards the interest. Like $3,000 is going towards the interest alone. You know what I mean? So that's something you have to sit down and do the numbers on whenever you're getting ready to make your first investment purchase. So over time, more money will go towards the payment, because as you start paying down the principal, the interest payments start getting lower and lower and lower. But if you take a big chunk of money and knock down most of the principal, now your payments will be it'll still be going towards it, but more of it will be going towards your principal as opposed to more of it towards your interest. So it all depends on what kind of investor you are. Some people want to get it paid off as quick as possible. Some people want to take the whole 30 years to pay it off. It just all depends. I like the 30 years because that just give you time to make more money with the money that you borrow. Like whenever we going into the bank and borrowing money, we not getting it so we can go out and have a good time and look nice and things like that. We getting it so we can make money with it, right? So when you going into the bank getting this money, you are buying something that's gonna pay for the loan. You're not going to work, pay for the loan. You don't have to do anything to pay for this loan. The asset that you acquire with this loan, it will pay off the principal and the interest by itself. So I wanted to go into that, try to help you get a better understanding of how it goes whenever you get a loan from a bank. So just know that if you get a 30-year loan, most of your payment is going towards interest when you first get the loan. Most of it is going towards interest. That first 4 or 5 years, most of it is going towards interest. So you're not knocking down a lot of what you owe in the first 4 or 5 years. It takes maybe 15 years for you to start seeing some of that number get chunked out of there. So just keep that in mind. If you can pay extra. You can pay extra every month towards your principal, and that'll get the payments knocked out quicker and start building you some equity quicker. But in my case, I just like to let it ride. Take your time, pay it off. Let your tenants pay it off, and go with the flow. So it's all different kind of variables that people use, different kind of tactics that people use. I'm just in it for the long run. Real estate is a long game. We're not playing the short run. We're playing the long game. So let's see what else. Whenever you getting a loan from a bank and you paying interest on it, in my case, this was a $400,000 loan. At the end of the loan, I'm gonna be then paid $600,000. So I borrowed $400, paid $600. The thing with that is, I bought an asset. So I bought an asset that pays for itself. I'm not coming out of my pocket to pay for this asset. So yes, I borrowed $400,000 to get this thing, but I'm not paying it. And over time, the thing that I bought will go up in price. It'll appreciate. So whenever you considering that you making all of these payments and things like that, just consider the long run. Always consider the long run. With real estate, you in it for the long run. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You're not about to get rich overnight. So those are some things that I wanted to touch on whenever we're talking about an amortization chart. Understanding what your principal is, understanding what the interest is. Every month you're making a payment. Some of it is going towards the principal, some of it is going towards the interest. Most of it is going towards the interest until you get about 15 years in the process. So that's what I had on that.